never know.
I looked at her, she looked at me. I turned and threw the flowers down. As I walked away, let me take you back to how this happened. It was my senior year in high school, and prom was coming up, the most important formal dance of the year. My grandmother and I were in the kitchen. I can still see her in a white apron with a blue scarf, and most of all, I could smell the cookies. Forget my mind, I smell the cookies baking. Grandma, I'm not going to the prom. Why not? Can't get a date? No, that's not the problem. I can get a date. Oh, you want that special date, that Jones girl down the street. Why don't you just go and ask? Oh no, I can't do that. Because she's the prettiest girl in the school, and all the guys are going to be asking her out. Did you ask? I can't do that, Grandma. Anyway, she would not go anywhere with me. How do you know if you don't ask? So my grandmother suggested to me, why don't you take your cousin? Oh no, I can't do that. I'll be embarrassed. No, she goes to another school. No one knows her. And besides, next year she'll be a senior, and she'll be going to prom. This will be good practice for her. So, okay. So we go to the prom. I get to the prom. The Taj Mahal Ballroom. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and golden tables. Guess who I seen sitting across from me? It was Karen and her boyfriend. Now Karen's boyfriend was this big old hunk of a guy who drove this red sports car. As I was going to her house to ask her to go to the prom, the big old guy got out of the car. I looked at her, she looked at me. And then I heard the car say, turn around and go back home. So I went back home, sat down at the table. I told my grandmother what had happened. She said, did you ask? No, Grandma, I did not ask. That's what happened when you don't ask for something. At the prom, I just did this today. At the prom, it's not two speeches. So we began to dance. I looked up, she was sitting there by herself. So I decided to go and ask Karen to dance. Just as I got up to ask, this big old guy, her boyfriend, come running in, snatched her by the chair and said, let's dance. I looked and thought, he can't do that. Then I heard the chair she was sitting in said, turn around, go back to your chair. As I sat there, it felt as though my whole world was crumbling down beside me. But then I looked up again, she was sitting by herself in her stunning pink gown, and she was smiling at me. And I remember my grandmother's word. She said, if you don't ask, you never know unless you ask. So I decided to take a chance. I went up, I asked her to dance. She said, okay. As we headed towards the dance floor, I looked back, I winked at the chair and said, how you like me now? So as we got onto the floor and started dancing, she asked me, why didn't you ask me to go to the prom? And I started thinking, are you crazy? That big old hunk of a boyfriend you got? But what I said was, I knew you had a date. And then she said, by the way, where's your girlfriend? And I said, who? You talking about Karen? I mean, Lisa, she's not my girlfriend, she's my cousin. As we started dancing, and I said, where's your boyfriend? And she said, oh, John, he's not my boyfriend, he's my cousin. So we started laughing at that point in time, and had to laugh. And I asked her, would you like to go to the graduation party with me? She said, okay. Graduation came up, we went to the graduation party, and ever since that point in time, we've been going out dancing ever since because she's my wife. So the next time you feel you know something, take grandma's wisdom. You'll never know until you ask. Just ask. It's a toast.